In this video, I'll be breaking down a 1:12 risk to reward volatility 50s trade that I sent a few days in my community, and yesterday we were able to take a 1:12 risk to reward profit. So I'm saying we were able to take a 1:12 risk to reward profit because the trade did not hit full take profit. Full take profit was 1:17 risk to reward, but we were not able to get there. So while I saw the trade was starting to reverse, I said that we can take the 1:12 and then we continue to the next opportunity. So I'll be breaking down the whole thing and you'll see the reasons as to why I choose to take the 1:12, and also you'll be able to see the whole setup. I was able to get the whole setup from doing top-down analysis, which was from my 24 hours time frame coming down all the way to my entry time frame, which was 15 minutes time frame. So I'll start by sharing my screen so that everyone can see, and I hope right now my screen is visible, and we'll start by going to volatility 50s. This is the one. So this is our 24 hours. We'll be starting here, and I can see this 24-hour chart that here we were on a bearish trend and price started to go up, and in this bearish trend we had this lower low. So I'm starting there because maybe anyone cannot be confused. Then price gave us that new lower high, and after that price broke the previous lower low to give us a new lower low. So continuing with the bearish trend, but price did not continue after that lower low, and it went past the previous lower high, which is this point, and you can see we had a very good change of structure somewhere there. After that change of structure, price came gave us this new higher high somewhere there. After giving us that higher high, price gave us a new lower high, higher low somewhere there. Sorry, that's a higher low, and after a new higher low we had a new higher high at that point. So I'll save this chart, maybe number 13, just a random number like that. And this being our 24 hours time frame, so we are already on a bullish trend. And what were we looking forward to? We were expecting that maybe price would come to react to our demand zone, our 24 hours demand zone, which is that one. So I'll name this one 24 hours demand zone like that, and we're expecting that price would come. So I'll try to draw the explanation. So after price gave us a new higher high, we're expecting that price will start to come like this. Now this is our internal structure. Price will start to come all the way, reacting to our 24 hours demand zone, and then continue to place a new higher high. So this is what we're expecting that would happen, and you can see that in our 24 hours internal structure, that was what was actually happening. So we'll go now to our 24 internal structure, 24 hours internal structure, and now that will force us to zoom to the 8 hours structure. Now 8 hours, this is what we have, and in 8 hours you can see after price gave us a very good change of structure here, it came and gave us a very good lower low there, and then a very good lower high. So we had a very good change of structure somewhere, I guess. Where was this change of structure? Maybe let's check on it in the shorter time frame. This is somewhere we had in our shorter time frame, maybe the 4 hours or 2 hours. This is where we had the change of structure. After having the change of structure, price came and gave us a new low. After giving us a new low, we had these supply zone somewhere here. You can see it there. So we had that order block, or that 8 hours supply zone, which facilitated the momentum for selling. And after the sales started going perfectly, price came all the way and gave us a new lower low, our 8 hours lower low, or our 24 hours internal structure low. So after that, now we are in our 8 hours time frame, and in our 8 hours time frame we were on a now bearish trend. And when we were on a bearish trend, before I took this trade, price was somewhere in this area. It was somewhere in this area. So after price gave us a new lower low like that, I immediately knew that price would come to react maybe to our order block. I selected that as my highest probability order block, my 8 hours, and this now was my 8 hours supply zone. So I will rename this as my 8-hour supply zone. And what you are expecting now from here is that price will come, react to our 8-hour supply zone, and then continue to sell until we go to our 24 hours demand zone. That is what we had drawn with the that part that I had used to illustrate what we were expecting. So after our 8-hour, I saw the 8-hour supply zone. I've said that price was now at this point, and another thing that I saw was we had a very strong support and resistance zone somewhere at that point. So let me put that line like that, and then now we can proceed to my shorter time frame. So I went now deeper to my 2 hours. Now we are continuing to do the top-down analysis, and now we are in our 2 hours. So in my 2 hours, you can see that that is a very good support and resistance zone. You can see that zone, that zone again, and you can also see that price reacted crazily there, and also there. So it's a very good supply and resistance zone. So after I knew that, I knew directly that that support zone was the one that was supposed to give me a very good buying momentum, and now I had to go all the way to my 15 minutes, to look for a good entry. And in my 15 minutes, this is what I was able to find. So in my 15 minutes, price had already given me this low. You can see it there. That was a very good low, and then we had a very good lower low. After that lower low, price proceeded to break the previous lower low to give me now a new low like that. So after giving me a new low like that, then price now changed structure, you can see, and it went ahead to give me a new higher high after this change of structure. Now we had a very good change of structure after price decided to go up, and you can see after that change of structure, I had a very good fair value gap there, which had a very clear order block somewhere there. And when now I try to place my support and resistance perfectly, I can see that it was going hand in hand with where my demand zone was. And when you now zoom out to my 4 hours chart, now you can see that it is going perfectly. That was where price reacted at this point, and you can see that is where price also reacted at our area somewhere there. So I directly knew that we had a very strong zone, and now I knew that with that 15 minutes change of structure, I had my entry there. So I want to place my entry. So I just came, I placed my entry somewhere there. I placed my stop loss just below the low, and my take profit was targeting my 8 hours supply zone. So I was targeting this zone somewhere there. So you can see that this trade and my stop loss was just below the low somewhere there. Somewhere it was a 1:17 risk to reward trade. So somewhere there. So I placed my take profit there. My stop loss was just below the low, and you can see my entry. It was my 15 minutes, and we had a very good momentum, but price did not go all the way to our 8 hours. Price did not go to our 8 hours supply zone there. So we missed the take profit with just a few pips, and after I saw price had started to take now some lower lows and lower highs, I directly knew that the selling momentum had already started, and I decided to take my profit at around that zone. It was a 1:12 because we had this pullback, and then price acted like it will go now to my take profit, but it came somewhere here, and then we had this candle. So before it went all the way to form up to here, I was able to tell my team to take their profits around somewhere there, and you can confirm in my synthetic indices community. I will post the screenshots, and that will be more easier. So there, so I'll post my entry screenshot. I'll also post my how the trade was going. After that, I'll also post the full take profit, and after posting the full take profit, I'll also post how I was able to share the trade in my community. So thank you so much, and remember, our classes are back, our synthetic indices classes. Sign up so that you can be able to trade like this perfectly. I've tried to use the most simple language possible, and thank you so much for watching the video up to here. So thank you, and see you in the next video. So make sure you join our channel, WhatsApp channel, Telegram channel, and also join our groups where I always send these setups. Thank you so much.